Hi, you're here with Samantha Brown. I have a bit of a sore throat today. I've been over to America. I've come back from America. I've been talking non-stop for 4 days. And when I got off the plane earlier, I actually couldn't speak. I squeaked. It was embarrassing. It was really hard to order a coffee. But I am here and I have something that I just want to share with you. And I can't wait to share it with you. So you're just going to have to cope if you can't understand my voice. So I have been away at a Facebook ads workshop, really deep diving into successful campaigns. We're talking like $100,000 launch campaigns, and then also deep diving on people's individual businesses and seeing how ads can be applied to any business, bricks and mortar, like local businesses, online course providers. There's so many different things that you can, book launches, like so many things that you can use ad campaigns for, like literally anything really. So I just mind blown by the whole weekend, and I'm processing and I've started taking action. I was building out a webinar funnel and a membership funnel and the ad campaigns to launch those, and the retargeting campaigns. So if people take one action but don't take another action, then they get retargeted with another thing. So I have literally spent like 11 hours on the plane on the way back, non-stop from San Diego, producing it all. It's just amazing. I'm so excited to share that with you, but that's not what this is about. I am truly blessed. Like I know if I think things and I know that they're going to happen and I feel them happening. So the whole wee woo thing, I visualize me being somewhere, I visualize how it's going to feel, the smells, the sounds and all that kind of thing. I know it happens. And one of my goals earlier this year was to feature on a podcast with a guy called Rick Mulready, who has the #1 Facebook ads podcast, and it's got a massive listenership. He has phenomenal people on his podcast, and also he goes on everybody else's podcast, like the Screw the 9 to 5 people, Jill and Josh. They had Rick on when they wanted to start doing Facebook ads. Amy Porterfield, James Wedmore, Pat Flynn, like you name it, as a big a big name, they have Rick as their go-to Facebook ads guys. So guess what happened this weekend? I have been invited to go on the Art of Paid Traffic, you can see it there, I'm sorry it's back to front, the Art of Paid Traffic podcast, which is amazing, which is on my goals list. So that means that I actually have achieved one of my goals. Well, I will have done once I'm on there. So I will let you know when that's going to air live, and I'm going to see if I can persuade Rick to do a live video broadcast of it as well, because I know that lots of people don't like doing live video. Like I saw Amy Porterfield this weekend and she stood on stage and said she hates live video. Rick doesn't really like live video, like so many people don't. One of the coaches at this event, she runs ads for some other incredibly big online people, and she said she really struggles to get them to do live video, which is annoying because live video is the cheapest way you can run ads, like totally, like nothing else compares at all. So if you can do live video, you're going to have the cheapest ads, but also like the best performing ads, because people engage with you on live video, and then you can turn that into an ad and it's already got a load of engagement, which means Facebook loves it and makes it really cheap. But I'm going to try and see, and Rick and I are friends on Facebook, so we'll see if he watches this, try and see if I can get that broadcast live. If not, you can just have me live. But yeah, so I'm going on a massive podcast, which is going to be amazing. I haven't been on a big podcast before, so that'll be really, really cool. And then I also won a $50 Amazon voucher. And then interestingly, she says, I don't know where the other one's gone. So last week I was in a group with James Wedmore, and I won a $100 Amazon gift voucher, plus James Wedmore's book recommendation list. So James was going to send out a Kindle, but I'm in the UK and he's in the US, so it made more sense just send me the voucher and his book recommendations. So I thought I would read them to you, because who wouldn't want to know what millionaires are reading? Hey, so what? Let me know in the comments. Obviously, let me know if you're live. Let me know if you're watching the replay. I haven't done that. My brain is all over the place. I've been up for I don't know how many hours straight by now. But let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, because I've read some of them, but not all of them. So The E-Myth by Michael E. Gerber. You really should have read this one. Like, that's an amazing, amazing book. It totally, for most people, totally changes their mindset on what they should be doing in their business, and also whether so many people start businesses, and I find this with small businesses a lot, but they start businesses because they think that they can do it better than their boss. You know, I'm really good at XYZ, like the technical thing, so I can have my own business. Why am I wasting my time making somebody else rich when I can make myself rich? Whereas when you read the E-Myth, it's like you realise that that's not just the only thing that matters in business. There are other things that matter. So that one is definitely one to read if you haven't already. Come say hi, guys. Hi, John. John and I were at the workshop together. So amazing, you're watching. It's really cool. Hi, Tim. Hi, Omar. Hi, Paul. Alan. You're here again. Alan and I have just been doing some training. I've been doing some training in my group. So if you're not my group, go to my group. And at the end of this video, click on subscribe. If you watched the end, this little subscribe button comes up about here. And then you can click on it and always get me when I'm live. Woo! And also it then tells you when I was live, so you can go back and watch the replay. And I'm going to be giving away some cool things. Like I might give away one of these vouchers. So another book, Made to Stick. I haven't read this one. Have you read this one? Made to Stick. I don't know that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put links to all of them down in the comments afterwards, so you can go and check them out. And know that I'm going to be going to get them too. Hi Harry, thanks very much for watching. Why Some Ideas Survive and Others Die by Chip Heath. Not another word. I've heard of this one, but I haven't read it, so that needs to go on my list. I'm going to add you in another one in actually at the end as well. John says he loves that book. Awesome. Okay, so that gets a recommendation. This is a good one. Traction by Gino Wickman. Really good book. And just like go read that one. Like it's powerful stuff. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's a very old school book, I would say. But yeah, another good one that's recommended by lots of people. Again, I haven't read it. And Good to Great by Jim Collins. And I believe, because that's another one I haven't read, I believe that's a book that talks about the fact that good is, I think it's that one, is that good is the enemy of great. So lots of people put stuff out there and say, oh, it's good enough. Like it's that whole, get something out there, out is, done. Out is better than perfect, at least it's out there. However, if you really want to be truly world-changing, impact-making, then you need to take a step back and say, hey, good is great. Like, so good is good. You've got it out there. But what can you do to refine what you've already got out there to make it truly great so that people talk about it and then you get referrals and then it spreads in a viral way rather than, and trust me, when it comes to Facebook ads, that'll make it so much easier for you, because if you've got if you've got a really amazing product, a great product, then people will give you testimonials. You're going to ask for those testimonials and you can use those to sell again. So that's a really, really great book. So go and read that one. And the other book that I'm going to recommend to you, that was recommended by Rick this weekend, was the 80-20, I think it's 80-20 sales and marketing, but I can't remember the last bit. So it's 80-20 something by Perry Marshall. And yes, there is the 80-20, who's that one by? There's like another 80-20, Richard Koch, I think. But what Perry does is actually takes that 80-20 principle and applies it to sales and marketing. And it's just amazing. The whole principle of 80% of your revenue is going to come from 20% of your customers. So if you ditch the other lot, like the 80%, and then focus on the 20%, and then find the 20% of that 20%, it's basically an exponential way of really focusing in. Most of your revenue is going to come from a select few people. So if you know that, and this is where Facebook's amazing, if you know who those people are, not the ones that don't spend much, but the ones who spend a lot, then if you know who those people are, you can go and target them on Facebook. Because we've talked about it before. Go and look at all of my training. Go into my group and look at the training. That's it. Yes, John's for 80-20 sales marketing. Yes, awesome. I did remember it right. Go and work out who the ideal perfect person is for you. Remember, it's the person who wants what you have and is prepared to pay for what you have. And if you take it a step further with the 80-20 principle, the people that spend a lot on what you have, and then cross that over with the stuff that you're passionate about and that you really know about, and then you have an ideal point where you can go and sell to those people, and you can upload customer lists into Facebook. You're going to have, this is a new tip, you're going to have Business Manager if you want to start uploading customer lists, or you want to continue to upload customer lists. You won't get away with just having Ads Manager anymore. So welcome to Business Manager. And I'm actually doing a run through of how Business Manager works in my group later in the week. But yes, so go and upload your customer list into Facebook, and then you can get Facebook to create a lookalike audience from those people, and then go and market to them. And lookalike audiences are so good now. Like, oh, amazing. I'm getting amazing results from them because I'm getting relevancy scores of 10. I was showing my relevancy scores in the group over the weekend, and I showed them actually some of my relevancy scores for my videos to cold audiences. And first of all, lots of people said they'd never seen relevancy scores of 10 before. So it's a scale of 1 to 10, if you don't know. If you're doing 6 and below, then I'd probably tweak the ad because it's not resonating. And 2 things are happening there. 1, you're going to get charged more, and 2, not so many people are going to see it. So like tweak your ads if you're only getting 6 and below. But if you're doing 7, 8, 9, 10, then you're doing really well. Carry on. But most people don't ever see 10, whereas I'm getting relevancy scores of 10 to a cold audience. But that doesn't, I know I've really worked out who is going to be interested in my stuff. And so therefore, my cold interest audiences are actually really targeted. So, you know, anyway, if all of this is totally baffling you when it comes to Facebook ads, then you need to go to my group and I will be teaching you. And I'm going to be doing a live campaign build later this week. So come on into my group. I will pop a link in the comments. I apologise that I'm typing while I'm speaking. This is a skill that I will teach you so that you too can be multitasking while you're on live, and then you'll also learn how to do the trick that I do. So normally when I go live, I haven't done it today because my iPad's dead from travelling, but normally when I go live from my page, I will also push that out from my personal profile as well, which just means that normally, like you guys know, I'm sure, when you're going, like doing anything from your page, not so many people see it anymore. Like there's a real massive decrease in reach from business pages because, you know, Facebook do want you to pay to play. But also, like, there's so much out there that people just don't see things anymore. Even on personal profiles, I like some people I know who've got like 5,000 friends and are big personalities. I see them putting posts out and they're getting like a handful of comments, but people aren't really seeing anything anymore. So the way to boost when you're going live from your page is to actually share that to your from your personal profile. So like your personal profile is sharing your Facebook page's video. So that means that your personal profile friends, some of them, are going to see the video. So it's like a little, like a hack to get more people watching live. And the benefit of people watching live is you get to interact with them. So ask me any questions below, and people get to help you out, like John helping me with what my book recommendation was. But also when you have lots of people on live and you get lots of comments and all that kind of thing, Facebook obviously takes that post that's got really great engagement and says, okay, well, people like this post, therefore it must be valuable. And then it will then, when you come to actually, if you create it into an ad, it will show it to more people because it's already got great engagement. Whereas if you're just posting a video, there's no engagement or anything. So like the algorithm's got nothing to work with. So it just kind of puts it out there and sees what happens. But if it's a post that's already got loads of engagement, then you're going to get better results because Facebook knows people like it already. So definitely do my trick of like posting from your personal profile, like posting your page video from your personal profile. But that takes you, because I've just done it from my laptop, which is harder than doing it from mobile. But that takes you learning to be able to speak and continue to engage while also typing or sharing or doing something else. The same with writing comments. This is where it can be really great if you've got someone who can help you while you're live. So if you are more than a one-man band, if you have someone in the room with you or someone at home, like wherever they are in the world, if you have somebody who is like helping you while you're live and also logged into your page, then they can do things like write comments and things for you, because it is hard to do that while you're live. but totally doable. And I teach you how to do it in my group. You must go to my group. There's a link down here. So yeah, so like there's some tips and things of going live from your page and doing video. We talked about the recommendations from James Wedmore and Rick Normandy. We talked about my amazing appearance on a massive podcast. Like, this is a big one, and I get to be on there, which means that I better have my offer ready before I go, or before that gets released, because I know from past experience for all the other people who featured on that podcast, you get absolutely bombarded by people when you're on that podcast. So I'm super stoked to be on this, because I know this is going to be like one of those things that totally boosts me, more, maybe even more than being up on stage with Grant Cardone at GrowthCon, because there was no talk of my offer there, whereas this, I'm going to get to talk about what I'm doing and the fact that I run Facebook ads for people and my experience. It's going to be like my experience with the Facebook ads teaching that Rick does, but also like about me as well. So I'm super stoked. And yes, I did manifest this. I wrote down in my goals book, I'm going to see if I can find that for you. I'm trying to see if I can see hold on. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. I want to show you if I can find it. I might not be able to find it on live, but I basically wrote down on my goals list a while back that I wanted to be on Rick's podcast. And then voila, it's happening. I wrote down on my goals list before I went to GrowthCon that I wanted to be on stage at GrowthCon, and my video was on stage at GrowthCon. My big face was the first testimonial at GrowthCon. So like, I totally know that you can make anything happen in your life if you just think it, feel it, and believe that it will happen. So I can't find it now because my diary is just crazy. But so just like, if you're struggling at the moment and there are things that you want to achieve, write them down, close your eyes, imagine yourself doing them, imagine how it's going to feel walking across the floor, whatever it, like, or feel walking in the room, whatever it might be, imagine yourself doing them. Think of the emotions that you're going to feel at that point, the smells, the noise, like everything, and then I know it will come true for you. But you just have to go and make it happen. Like, you have to believe that it's going to happen, and the universe will do the how, but you've got to believe it in the first place. So I've gone completely off on a tangent here, apart from sharing my awesome news with you and some great books. I will put links to all of them below. When this finishes in just a second, make sure you stay and click turn on for live notifications. And also what that means is if you miss me live, Facebook will tell you, so you can still come back and watch the replays and get all the amazing stuff that's going on. And I'm going to be doing some great massive giveaways, because I think I might give away one of my Amazon vouchers. I got $150 worth of Amazon vouchers in the last 4 days, so I am blessed. So I'm going to give one of those to you guys. So especially if you're in the US, it might be more useful to you because it's in dollars. But hit subscribe. I will see you soon. I know that's been valuable for you. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.